really cool for you. Number one, have a pen, a pad of paper, because what we're going to do is we're going to bring a lot of golden nuggets. How many golden nuggets? You know what? It's going to fill your brain. That's all I have to tell you, really. I said, I am so excited to have this one gentleman here, and we all are
I have
going
my
to.
pen and pad of paper, James.
Really, there it is. That's my
Ready.
good friend Mike. And what I want to really tell you guys is that we're going to discover how an ex-English teacher makes $277 each and every day with 2 simple YouTube videos, and with free traffic. Right, Ken?
Yes, exactly. And we're so excited to have Mike Thomas on the show today. And as Mike Thomas was telling us about his story is, years ago he actually was marketing with AdSense sites and CPA marketing. And, one day it happened to many of us is he got the good old-fashioned Google slap. And next thing you know, it wiped out his entire income of $10,000. So the thing about what Mike's teaching is that it's real income that everybody can make. And the thing about it also is it's not some sort of a get-rich-quick scheme or some type of a scam. It's something that he really is making money on a daily basis, and he's actually going to show us that a little bit later on in the interview. So welcome to the show, Mike.
Thanks, guys. It's nice to finally be on the other end of the interview. I've had James on my show a few times before, so it's nice to be here.
Thanks, Mike. I know that you do extremely well because I personally give my vouch for Mike, really, that he's doing crazy amount of money, but he's doing well. But Mike, for the new person out there, and is this money, I know it's not easy to make this money, but you have to have a foundation. But for the people that don't know you, how well are you doing today?
Sure, yeah. I mean, anything out there, there's nothing worth doing that's going to be super easy. If it was super easy, then everyone would be doing it. What I'm doing is something that is doable and is easy enough so that anyone can do it, but you need to put a little bit of work in, and I just want to be clear on that. How am I doing? I don't want to, it's hard for me to talk about it sometimes. I don't really like to brag about stuff, but if you go back, I'm pretty transparent about my income reports on my website, and every month since the beginning, since October 2011, I've put down how much money I've spent on my business and how much money I've made in the process, and then the profits in between. It's gone up over time. In August, I did officially on the blog, officially as I've reported, I did $17,000 in profits, and that was from spending a total of, I believe it was $283 on my business. So I spent $283, made $17,000 back. I'm going to be releasing my September income report probably by the time you watch this. It will be out, and I'm guessing anywhere between 15, 16, 17 again for September, and then October. I just took a look yesterday, and I'm thinking it's going to be 12 to 15 again. So it's in that range from doing just affiliate marketing. I don't do any product creation. This is actually I'm out of my skin right now in doing this. I was thinking today. I was like, what am I doing? Why am I creating this product? It's so much easier just to do affiliate marketing. It's so much less stressful than diving into product creation. But yeah, I'd say 95% of my income comes from being an affiliate.
Awesome, Mike. Do you mind screen sharing just my guess? Because I'm always curious.
I will. One thing that I try to be good about is if being really transparent about what I do. So let me just grab this here, do a screen share. I think you can see my page. Can you see it?
Yes, we can see it very clearly. That's phenomenal. So that's your daily income today was already $414, and the day's only halfway over.
That's today, and I'm going to click on my detailed stats here. Today I promoted a product by Cyril and Radu, Cyril G. Gupta and Radu Haihaonu, and it was called Email Jeet. And I have commissions from that. For some reason, this doesn't want to work. I think because we're taking all the bandwidth. But I got 35 sales from that, from some other stuff that I promoted during the week. So it just adds up over time. I've got some little products of my own that I get a few sales from, but most of my money, you can see that almost $1,000 there is from being an affiliate.
I tell you, I have to say, I can see why you are actually doing affiliate marketing rather than still being an English teacher. Unfortunately, yeah. What they pay to be a teacher isn't nearly what you should be getting, but they don't pay very well to be a teacher. That's the sad part. But and you're able to make a six-figure income through affiliate marketing as well.
I am, and I'm trying to get this to work. It's being funny. I'm just gonna unshare that. But yeah, it's. I mean, I used to do the whole English teaching thing, and then my wife was like, when I wasn't making that much money last year, my wife was like, maybe you should go back and start teaching English classes again. And I was like, no, I can tell that this is going to be it. I can tell if I can make $100 a day doing this, then I can make 200, then I can make 300, 400, 500. So I stuck with it. And one thing I want to say to people that are interested in getting into any of this is that you really need to, whether you pick this model, and if that's great, like go after, we'll do what I'm doing. If you decide to do something else, if you're already doing Kindle marketing or whatever, stick to one thing and do it consistently. Do it day in and day out. Look at what James and Ken are doing here. They're doing affiliate marketing day in and day out, and using the power of interviews is a great way of doing it. But when it comes down to the science of how it all works, it's actually not all about interviews. Interviews can increase your conversions, but a lot of affiliate marketers, most affiliate marketers, they don't even bother with this kind of stuff that we're doing here today. What they'll do is they'll just do a pre-sell email that they'll send out to an email list saying, hey, a product is launching tomorrow, there's going to be an early bird discount, get in there early, you're going to get it cheaper. And then they'll send out another email the next day saying, hey, the product's live, go check it out. And it can be that simple. The reason why I incorporate videos and the reason why James and Ken incorporate videos is that it increases value, it increases conversions, and it makes you different from what everyone else is doing.
Very cool. Mike, I had a quick question. I know a lot of times, and I guess this is something that anybody really can do, is a lot of times you will review the sales page. And because it's not always going to be easy to get a product creator because they're very busy usually during a launch and they just won't get back to you sometimes. Can you have any suggestions of how to do that, and what is the best way to do that?
Yeah, my biggest suggestion, I've had some students in my coaching program that they've gone out and I got a frantic message and they're like, Mike, we need help. We can't get our YouTube link. We can't get our embedded link on our YouTube channel working. We're trying to get product done. It's launching tomorrow. And I'm like, no, like you need to be preparing all of this, especially if you're just getting started. You need to look a week in advance, and you want to go look on Muncheye.com. Go there, find a product a week in advance that you are interested in promoting, something that looks good to you. Don't just pick a random product. Pick something that you're like, I could actually maybe buy this or be interested in seeing the inside of this. Pick that product. You can go and you can email the product creator. You can find them on Skype. You can find them on Facebook. You can ask them for the sales page preview. You can ask them for a review copy. A lot of times, if you're new, it can be a little bit difficult to get that review copy. That's why I tell people inside my training that first thing you should do is you should ask for the sales page, and you can ask if they need any testimonials. By doing that, you're going to be providing value for them. Because I'm sure when you launch your products, James, it's always great having people that have looked at it and can say this product is good. And it's great when you have not just the big guru guys looking at your product, but just normal people who could be potential customers as well. So if you can't get access to the product, you can offer to buy it if you want to, if it's a lower price product, or you can just take a look at the sales page and give a review of what you see on the sales page. And that's what I would suggest for people that are just starting out. But as you get advanced, as you get more into this, and you're doing it on a daily basis or a weekly basis, people are going to start paying attention to you. People are going to start seeing your testimonials on sales pages. People are going to see that you're not doing this as a hobby, but that you're doing this as a business. When you treat it as a hobby, you make hobby money. When you treat it as a business, you make business money.
Exactly. I like what Mike said because it's very honest and it's very open, and basically the product creator knows where you're coming from. I'm going to give a golden nugget out here. I never have told anybody what I usually do, not even Mike. Okay? So get ready for it. What I like to do is I like to buy the product, and then I like to show the PayPal receipt. That way, you go through the product, and if you're going to give it your endorsement, it's going to be a little bit more honest that way, because a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll just go through a sales page. You know what? It's good. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you can show that you actually purchased that product, then you can actually go through that product and go from video to video and actually show what's in it. And it'll basically show James is a purchaser. What do you think about that, Mike?
Yeah, and I've done that before. I remember I bought a product. It was about doing Google Helpouts. It was a product by Joel Comm, and I bought it earlier this year. And because I reached out to him and I couldn't get in contact with him, and I wanted to see the product, I wanted to promote it, so I bought it. And when I promoted it, I actually put a picture of the PayPal my receipt, so that people would see that I bought it. It brings up your the credibility in your promotion, but it's something you can do once in a while. But it definitely is a solid strategy for having people pay attention, and that's what marketing is about. It's about all this noise that's going on all around us, and we're sitting here going, hey, pay attention to me, pay attention to what I'm saying. If you want to stand out from that crowd, you need to be doing something that's a little different, whether it's doing the PayPal receipt method, whether it's doing videos, whether you're doing, I don't know, whether you've got a silly hat that you wear that makes you stand out. I've seen, there's a guy, he goes by Mark Milburn, and he's got red hair, and he always sticks out in my memory. I think his real name is Rob Temple or something. He goes by Mark Milburn, and that always sticks out. You just want to stand out from the crowd.
Exactly. And one thing I know about it is Mike is really good at what he does. When I say good, is that he usually tops a lot of leaderboards. So basically, I hope you're taking a lot of notes. And what I really noticed, and I was really proud of Mike, because Mike and I are really good friends, that he just crushed Dr. Ben Atkins' launch, which was a higher-end launch. Can you tell us how you did that? I know you purchased the product yourself.
Yeah, that was a really interesting one, because what I did was Dr. Ben Atkins came out with, who's an amazing internet marketer. You guys should all check out, research Dr. Ben. He put out a product called Funnel Vision, and what the product was about is how Dr. Ben had run a Facebook ad and used that Facebook ad to send traffic to a funnel, and he was actually able to make money at the same time while building his email list, which I was like, I want to build my email list to make money at the same time. Like, this is, and I know that Ben does. If he says that he's doing something, it's real. So I went in there, and I didn't know Dr. Ben. He's one of those kind of really high up internet marketers. Even I look up to him as one of the big guys. And so I went out, I bought the product, and when I bought the product, I went out and I was able to put it into action. And when I put that into action, I was able to document what I was doing, and by actually doing doing the product and applying the method and getting results with it, then later on I was able to promote it and say, hey guys, this is something that I actually did myself. Here are my results, and I can go and show my results from it. By doing that, it was able to really increase my conversions in the promo. I was able to really promote it and say, I was like, this is something I did. This is something that is really working, and I stand by this 100%. And by doing that for just a few products, and I don't say that every single product is amazing, but when I do say a product is amazing, I mean it, and then people respond to it. So I was able to do from that, I think it was between $2,000 to $3,000 I made total. I want to say maybe $2,000. I made $800 in leaderboard and prizes for the affiliate contest, and then I made my commissions as well. But I was able to do it and really feel good about it at the same time.
Very cool. I mean, that's such valuable information. Ken?
Yeah, Dr. Ben, and we've been working with him for quite a few years now. Actually, we're in his syndicate group, which is phenomenal, and the guy is a wealth of information. Let me ask you real quickly, Mike, and that's one of the things I love about your product is because you are coming from a teaching background, and that's why you're able to put together such excellent information and really understand how to teach someone the proper way without just throwing a lot of information at them, and you're able to do it from a step-by-step basis. If someone were just brand new, getting started with internet marketing, and say they don't have a list and they have no idea how to even get traffic to these offers, what would they do? What would you recommend for someone that's just brand new and they're just they want to make this type of income? Where would they start?
The only thing that I can ever recommend to people to do is stuff that I've actually done myself. It's not fair for me to say, well, you should go out and buy Facebook ads, when I don't really do a lot of Facebook advertising. So I can advise on what I did. The way that I was able to start out and have the success that I have today is by going and paying paying $2 and getting a domain, and paying $5 at HostGator and getting hosting, setting up a website that's going to be your home on the web, where if anyone ever asks about you or anything, you can always say, oh, check out my website. Like that's always the best thing to do. So get a website, and then the way that you can easily drive traffic to that website is by creating YouTube videos. By doing these YouTube videos, you can go out, and we talked about doing these reviews of different products. Do a review of a product. My product name is Affiliate Income Secrets. Do a video on YouTube where you go over the sales page and say, hey, Affiliate Income Secrets is coming out, and you can get an affiliate commission for it or whatever. But you can do that, and you're going to get a little bit of traffic coming in to your YouTube video, and you can link directly back to your website. On your website, you want to have an opt-in form where people that want to get more information and want to hear from you more can join your email list. Build that email list. You can start with $1 and get an Aweber account. That is going to be the biggest asset you will have, and if you start building it now, you will thank me and everyone else that said build a list, build a list, build a list, because it's the backbone of my business. I'm sure it's the backbone of James and Ken's as well. It's a very important part. So everything that you do, forget about getting likes on your Facebook page and followers on your Twitter. I don't even have that stuff on my site. If you go to MikeFromMaine.com, you'll see that on the sidebar, there's no follow me on Twitter. There's like me on Facebook. It's all about getting people onto the email list, and then that's when the magic happens. You can bring them back over and over again instead of just losing them to your Facebook page. Why am I going to send someone out to Facebook? Facebook should be sending me traffic.
Exactly. For a lot of you out there, understand this does work. Mike does it, and I do it. And I'm hearing a little couple questions inside your head. And don't let this stop you. I don't want to build a website. Well, if I'm correct, you can go on Fiverr and have somebody create that website for you. So now you do not have an excuse, right, Mike?
If you saw my website when I first started, it was, you can go on YouTube and say how to install WordPress. It's the easiest thing ever. You can go on Fiverr and pay someone $5 to do it for you. When I started, I didn't have a fancy logo. I didn't have any fancy theme. I was using all free themes, all free plugins. Everything was free, and by doing that, I want to cut down on expenses. I hate spending money. I'm cheap. Like I don't want to go and spend a ton of money on tools for my site. You don't need all those tools. The biggest tool you have is your brain, and if you use your brain and you are consistent with everything that you do, and you just apply yourself. And one of the things that really surprised me when I started reaching out to a lot of successful people like yourselves is that they are much more accessible than you think they are. They are much more helpful than you think they are. They will, if you come to the table and the first thing that you do when you contact them isn't promote my product or isn't give me your product for free or whatever. If you can approach them and ask them, hey, do you need a testimonial for something? That's going to start a good conversation. It's all about reciprocity, and anyone can get started. I have a student right now who's from Iran. He's really worried about his English. It's not his first language, and he's right now. He just sent me over tonight a video where he's recording his first product, and he's going to be releasing a product about how he's making $1,000 a month on Fiverr. So this guy can do it, and I can do it, and James can do it. James, are we rocket scientists?
Far from it. Understand that what Mike's telling you is very valuable, and you don't have a clue how valuable this is going to be for you, because I've known Mike for a long time. He is probably the most open-ended, telling you everything that you need to know to do this business. He doesn't leave anything out. You have to understand this. Is basically he's giving you what to do to actually hopefully achieve almost the same results as he does. This is what you need to do. I wish I had Mike's product. You look me in the eyes and know that I'm telling you honestly of when I first started, because Ken will actually tell you this would have actually cut the learning curve probably by 99%, right, Ken?
Yeah, it really would. And you know what is, I have to say, so many people are throwing around that word easy all the time. And it's just to sell something, to say it's easy, it's easy, it's easy. But you know what is, I have to say is, this, what Mike is teaching, and we do this ourselves, it's simple, okay? And there's a difference between easy. A lot of people think, hey, you can just turn on your computer and in an hour or two or a day or two, you're going to be making mass sums of money just spitting out of your computer. Well, you know what is, it's not that way. There is work involved, of course, and I love what Mike is trying to get people to understand is you need to treat this as a business. This isn't something where you could just buy a product and do a couple of steps, and again, suddenly you're going to have this money just coming out of nowhere. We always like to be upfront and honest with people. If you treat it as a business and you work it every single day and expect to have results, that's one of the things, because see, a lot of people, they have that negative thing in their head. They say, well, you know what, if I get this, I'm probably not really going to get anywhere. Just go through the videos step by step, apply what Mike is teaching. You'll start to see some results. You really will. I mean, all three of us are living and breathing proof of this. When you see Mike is bringing in $530 a day just from working at home from his computer, I mean, we would all love to have that lifestyle, and that's a six-figure income. A lot of people go to school for many years to be able to achieve that income and end up hating their jobs too.
I'm going to actually say something real quick, and I didn't plan this or anything, and Mike doesn't even know this. Ken knows this, okay? What has internet marketing done for me personally? By doing what Mike does, I was able to buy a 3-story home off the ocean. And Ken didn't know I was going to say this, right, Ken?
No, I didn't expect it, but yeah, you just closed on it last week.
Yeah, and I just closed on it, and I live right off the ocean. And this is what internet marketing can do for you. You have to understand that what Mike is giving you is the basics and how to actually get to the end. This is what I do, this is what Ken does, and this is what Mike does. If you want to succeed, you have to have a plan. So, Mike, when they grab this, what are they going to learn?
What are they going to learn? What aren't they going to learn, James? What aren't they going to learn? They're going to learn pretty much the way I start the course out and the way that it's structured inside is that I didn't want it to be one of those courses that's just like, let's teach the loophole method and not teach the foundation and really the basis of everything. You need to have that foundation in order to understand everything about it. That's one thing that's missing in so many different products, and so many people teach it. And I thought I have the unique perspective of someone that has done it and has lived it. There's got to be some great stuff that I can teach people from there. So I teach all of that, different ways that I've actually done, building methods to build my list, methods that have made me money, things that I've made mistakes with. Like there's stuff in there that everyone will learn about establishing a real business. Then in the second part of the course, I wanted it to be actionable as well. That was really important for me. So I said, okay, let's figure out, if I was someone that was just starting, what's the fastest way I could get them making money? So I have my I think I put it like Quick Cash Method or whatever. I don't even know it has an internet marketing name there just to make it a little more exciting. But the real deal with it is it teaches you how to go out there and start implementing this today, so that you can go and I think it's illegal, so I won't do it. I wish I could guarantee you success, but I can't guarantee anything because it's against, I think, the law. But I would say that anyone who goes and applies this and does it for, if you do it for a month and you do it, go out there, do this 5 days a week, jump into it, nail it, do it for a month, and if you come back and you haven't made any money from doing it for a month, I will double your money back. That's a guarantee from me. I will double it. I want to see that you've done it. I want you to show me that you've done it, but I will definitely double your money back if you've done it. 5 promotions a week for 1 month. And it will work, and you will learn so much from doing it. The first time that you go out there and you record your first video, you're going to be like, I'm on a video, like I'm going to look stupid, I'm going to say something dumb, I'm going to mess up. But you probably are. Probably the first time, it's going to be bad. If you go back and look at my first stuff, it's horrible. But I started. And if I had never started, I would never be sitting here today, and you wouldn't be listening to me. So make it so that in a year from now, that you are sitting in the seat talking with James, and you're telling about how you got started and how this was a moment in your life when you decided to make things change.
You know what? That was 100% said. I'm telling you, this does work. I give it 2 thumbs up. I don't do that very often, but I really should have 4 thumbs up because, if anything, I'm going to be honest with you. This is probably the best product that you ever find. Okay, I've never said that before. This is the #1 product that I do know it works. I use it inside my system and my business. Okay, and this kind of product is going to hopefully enable me. My goal of next year, next January, is to make over $1 million in this business, and I really do mean that. And I'm telling you, I will do it. So, what the next step that you have to do is you have to click the link on the bottom. And Mike, just for one more thing, some of the people are sitting on the fence. Do you have anything extra to tell them, or anything you missed out on saying?
If they're sitting on the fence, I mean, if you're watching this right now and you've made it all the way to this part of the interview, then you've heard something that you like. Something has resonated with you, and I would say that give it a chance. Go out and pick it up, but don't buy it if you're not going to actually take action on it. If it's just going to sit on your computer, I don't want to just sit on your computer and gather dust. So come in when you buy it, go through all the videos, go through all the content, and start applying it. And I look forward to meeting you someday and having you on my show, and sending you over to James to have him interview you as well.
All right, everybody. 2 thumbs up, and I love it. That's all I gotta tell you. Just like that. Ken, what's that ice cream place that we always go to that has?
Oh, it's actually Cold Stone's Creamery, and they have the 3 pricing structures. You've got the like it, the love it, and the gotta have it. This is totally a gotta have it course.
Exactly. So what do you have to do next? Click the link on the bottom, and afterwards, tell me how much you love it. Really, I'm telling you, Mike gives you double the guarantee, really, which I don't hardly see anybody do. So he believes in that much. I've already seen the product. I have the product. I love it. I gotta have it. All right, 2 thumbs to this. See you on the other side. Please message me to let me know how much you like it. And if you want to contact me personally, I'm gonna just say, don't put hi. How's it going? If you have a question, just ask me. That's all you have to do. So everyone have a great day, and hopefully everyone can live the internet lifestyle of their dreams. Later on, everybody.